Hey guys, how y'all doing today? This is D. Durrell with D. Durrell Life Solutions. Happy to be here once again to engage with each and every one of you. Definitely chilling right now. I'm on the road, man. Took a few days off from doing content. Doing a lot of home improvements activities right now. Actually had to take the day off practically to stay home and take care of some new wooden floors that we're getting and so forth, and still doing business while I'm at home. So I want to say that first and foremost, I appreciate everybody that is subscribing and sharing. Please subscribe, share, please leave comments in the comment section. They're greatly appreciated, and I do respond back to my comments. So as you all know, the Olympics is going on right now, and mental health has been a great topic of conversation. I want to talk about Sha'Carri Richardson. I'm going to talk about some other Olympians that I'm not going to mention their name right now, but I'm going to mention other people, particular Olympians that are suffering from mental health illness. But I want to talk about Sha'Carri Richardson. This is a long overdue video, actually, because I was very disappointed at the reaction of people not understanding grief and not understanding how difficult it is to grieve, and the shock and how grief can in many ways affect your functioning. Did Sha'Carri Richardson use poor choice in coping with her grief? Yes, she did. However, that doesn't mean that she's just supposed to suck it up and not make better decisions. There are many of us that have been in similar situations when it relates to grief, depression, and all things that are in conjunction with that. Choose negative means to deal with it. And that's facts. Even myself. There are many of us. It's no different from someone that found out a family member died and you start drinking. It's no different than anybody using hardcore drugs. It's no different than somebody popping pills. It's no difference than someone engaging in reckless behavior when you're dealing with a loved one. But to me, I find it very confusing how we feel that athletes are supposed to be on a higher pedestal just because they're good at performing in a sport, a game. Entertainers, higher level. No, these are people. Sha'Carri Richardson is a young 20-something year old, I think 21, 22 years old of age. She is not mature, or she's pretty much on the basic maturity level for someone her age. She's a young adult. She's going to make mistakes, and this is not going to be the last time. Is this a learning experience for her? Sure it is. This is definitely a learning experience that she will never forget, and she probably will use this as a reminder of how she lost a lot of money. Not only that, but she lost a lot of opportunities. And it's also going to be a black eye on her legacy if she develops into a great track and field athlete. So that was what was at stake for her. And I think that many of us are just thinking that, oh, she's smoking weed and this and that. I don't know if this lady smoked weed a lot, or she just, took a break from it, or she only did it as an athlete. I would think she probably was not smoking weed. She had a weakened moment. Probably she smoked weed in the past, but basically delayed from doing it due to her training. Nevertheless, she did so, and now it had an effect on her, a humongous effect. But to me, that mistake is not disparaging her character, who she is, because most of us don't know her. We don't know anything about her. All you know is what you see on TV Yes, I know she may not have the best image. She may have a hood persona and so on, the way she carries herself, the way her hair color is, eyelashes and all. I'm not in agreement with that, but I do understand that she is a human being, and I respect humanity, and I don't really know her. I can't tell whether she's good or bad or whatever. However, when one is grieving, we must understand that when someone finds out that someone died, usually the first initial reaction is denial, okay? And then from denial comes depression, then anger. And out of depression, frustration, and not knowing how to specifically grieve, she chose marijuana, which many of you who are watching and listening probably have done so, not only for someone dying, but any other challenging or crisis event that occurs in your life. So let's just kind of hold back on this from everybody being judgmental. Let's just kind of hold back on thinking this is the end of the world, because there are people right now who are getting ready to work for different companies or who are getting ready to obtain a certain level of success that may encounter some tragic event, and they do the same thing and end up losing that opportunity if they are tested. I've had people that I've had to fire from my business due to drug use. So this happens a lot. This is something that occurs in human beings. As people, we in this culture, we have to learn better how to handle spontaneous events, crisis events that can have a very, very, very difficult, I would say a very important effect on your life, harsh effect on your life. So I'm going to be in support of Sha'Carri. She bounces. She has the World Games next year. It's not the end of the world. She's only 21. You have a long time to make the Olympics. This should have been your first Olympics to challenge those Jamaicans, even though I think you would have lost. But that's okay. They, basically, set world records and everything. But it would have been fun to see her push to her limit. So with that being said, guys, this is D. Durrell Life Solutions. Have a great day.